across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains. Through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. Time is precious, time is money, and this is a time for Money Talk on Atlantic Television Network. Good day, viewers, and welcome to a fresh episode of ATN Business on Atlantic Television Network, right here in the city of Port Harcourt. This is the network's medium of bringing the happenings in the economic sector of our society to our discerning viewers. This program is aimed at bringing to the doorstep of viewers the business, financial, and economic activities from all strata of society. Its deliveries are centrated through the various stock exchanges across the world, news about government economic activities, private sector business activities, laced with experts' opinions and correspondence reports. The headlines. 3 LNG projects kick off August. World Bank greenlights $2.25 billion loan to Nigeria. Amazon allocates $230 million to foster AI startups. Global shares mixed, yen weakens, BOJ unchanged. By the end of this show, you can be rest assured of being informed accurately of financial activities around the world. I am your host for today, Susan Abbey.
I hope nobody carry belle.
Why you ask, oh?
Because this road where they see, so it no guarantee safe delivery. Oh.
We just dey vote for government, but we not get good governance.
At all.
Road so e no dey, light o usa, the infrastructure nko e come turn to be forbidden fruit for the city.
Corruption, well everything. Hello?
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mrs. Ayeni. I am calling from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
Okay. Okay, I've been expecting your call.
Madam, remove this your phone from loudspeaker.
No verse. Now my phone be like that. Hello?
Are you there?
I hear, I'm hearing you.
Yes. We saw a copy of your invoice for computers, printers, and laptops.
Yes. Are you working on them now?
Ma, the prices you quoted are way too high now.
Madam, sorry, oh. Please don't cost.
We found the laptop you said is 1.8 million naira for 600,000 naira.
Hello?
Now my body network there.
I can't hear you. Network is bad.
Madam, we can hear you. Continue.
Hello, I can't hear you. I will call you back.
Welcome back, and now let's go into market reports, local and international business news for today. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited revealed plans to initiate the groundbreaking of 3 mini liquefied natural gas projects in August this year. The announcement was made by NNPC's Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari during the inaugural Africa Gas Innovation Summit 2024 held in Abuja. The event, organized by the Society of Petroleum Engineers, focused on driving sustainability in Africa's energy landscape through gas technology and innovation. Kyari emphasized NNPC's commitment to advancing gas commercialization efforts, including signing MOUs and project development agreements for floating LNG projects and executing a small-scale mini LNG project. Additionally, NNPC is spearheading the federal government's autogas initiative with plans to expand CNG infrastructure and renovate existing refueling stations nationwide. In alignment with the federal government's Decade of Gas program, NNPC is also facilitating the development of gas-based industries across strategic locations in Nigeria. These initiatives aim to leverage the country's abundant natural gas resources to address energy deficiencies and stimulate economic growth. Furthermore, KRA highlighted NNPC's focus on leveraging technology and innovation to drive industry transformation and maximize the value of Nigeria's gas assets. He emphasized the importance of embracing advanced gas technologies and best practices to achieve sustainable development goals. Addressing challenges facing Africa's energy landscape, stakeholders emphasized the need for innovation, investment, and cross-border cooperation. Initiatives such as the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline project underscored the importance of strategic partnerships in advancing regional energy agendas. During a two-day visit to Port Harcourt, the Director General and CEO of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON, Dr. Olalekan Fadolapo, expressed his commitment to supporting the local chapter of the Advertising Practitioners Association. This pledge was made during a town hall meeting attended by council executives, stakeholders, and practitioners. Dr. Fadolapo stressed the importance of the Port Harcourt chapter aligning with professional standards to effectively fulfill its role in the industry. He highlighted the Advertising Act's aim to bolster and sustain the nation's economy, underscoring the council's responsibility to safeguard the country's reputation and prevent economic losses. In his address to the forum, Dr. Fadolapo urged advertising practitioners to consistently uphold professional standards. He emphasized the vital role of advertising in driving economic growth and urged the council to proactively defend the nation's interests. Meanwhile, Honorable Chinyere Igwe, chairman of Morrison Group, urged practitioners to monetize their passion for the profession. Other stakeholders also highlighted potential challenges facing the industry, underscoring the importance of professionalism in addressing them effectively. Pay TV operator MultiChoice Group revealed in its financial statement for the fiscal year ending March 2024 that it repatriated $184 million, approximately $192.09 million from Nigeria. The remittance amounted to $184 million from Nigeria during financial year 24, compared to $132 million in financial year 23. The average exchange rate was 1,044 naira, in contrast to financial year's 684 naira. Despite the remittance, the group incurred losses of $59 million compared to $132 million in financial year 23, attributed to the significant variance between the official and parallel exchange rates. The report noted that the group held $39 million in cash in Nigeria at the end of the year, a decrease from $104 million at the end of financial year 23. This reduction was attributed to the consistent focus on cash remittance and the impact of translating the balance at the weaker naira. However, the year also saw a 13% drop in subscribers in Nigeria, Angola, Kenya, and Zambia. Local currency depreciation in these markets, including Kenya, affected the group's US dollars revenues by 32%. South Africa, on the other hand, experienced only a 5% decline due to robust retention initiatives. The economic challenges in Nigeria, one of its major markets, were highlighted as a significant factor in the subscriber decline. MultiChoice attributed the 9% decrease in active subscribers to a 13% decline in the rest of Africa business, where mass market customers, especially in Nigeria, prioritized basic necessities over entertainment. The tough macroeconomic conditions in financial year 2024, particularly in Africa, were noted, with extreme foreign exchange depreciation affecting several markets. High double-digit inflation in many core markets added pressure on customer spending power, contributing to the decline in the active subscriber base. Despite these challenges, MultiChoice Management emphasized focusing on active subscribers to optimize retention and activity rates in a low-growth environment. The group reached a settlement with the Federal Inland Revenue Servicing concerning tax assessments raised in previous years, agreeing to pay a total tax amount of 35.4 billion naira, approximately $37.3 million in Nigeria. Furthermore, MultiChoice faced regulatory charges, including price-related orders from the Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal in Abuja. The group also entered into a cooperation agreement with Group Canals SA regarding Canals' mandatory offers for the group, following a ruling by the Takeover Regulation Panel of South Africa. Despite these challenges, the group reported a net decline in group revenues of 5%, attributed to inflation-led pricing, foreign exchange headwinds, and a lower subscriber base. Pius Akuta, the Executive Secretary CEO of the Nigeria Shippers Council, NSC, revealed that approximately 90% of port processes in Nigeria have undergone automation. During a meeting with a delegation from the World Bank and the Nigerian Trade Facilitation Committee in Lagos, Akuta emphasized the Council's continuous advocacy for the automation of port operations and processes. He affirmed the Council advocates automation of Port Harcourt operations and processes, and I can confidently confirm that over 90% of our port operations and processes are automated by now. This is consistent with the mandate of the Nigerian Shippers Council of ensuring port efficiency, safety and security of cargoes, cost reduction, and ease of doing business. Earlier in the discussion, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Doris Nkiruka Uzoka, represented by Assistant Director Brenda Max Nduagube, outlined the purpose of the visit. The aim was to provide the World Bank team with a comprehensive understanding of daily operations, inspection processes, trade bottlenecks, and policy options to facilitate seamless trade for the Nigerian government. The federal government has secured substantial funding from the World Bank amounting to $2.25 billion. The international lender announced the approval of two major financial initiatives aimed at strengthening Nigeria's economic stability and supporting its vulnerable populations. The combined package consists of the $1.5 billion Nigeria Reforms for Economic Stabilization to Enable Transformation Development Policy Financing Program and the $750 million Nigeria Accelerating Resource Mobilization Reforms Program for results. This financial injection is designed to provide immediate financial and technical assistance for Nigeria's urgent economic stabilization efforts. Additionally, it seeks to improve the country's non-oil revenue generation and protect oil revenues, thereby promoting fiscal sustainability and enabling the provision of quality public services. According to the bank statement, the package aims to support Nigeria's ambitious multi-year endeavor to increase non-oil revenues and safeguard oil revenues to ensure fiscal sustainability and sufficient resources for public service delivery. Last month, it was reported that the government was poised to receive fresh loan funding from the World Bank, with approval expected for loans totaling $2.25 billion on June 13, 2024. The Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, had announced during the spring meetings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank that the nation had qualified for processing a loan described as virtually a grant of $2.25 billion from the World Bank at a 1% interest rate. The package, sanctioned by the Board of Directors of the World Bank, offers a 40-year term with a 10-year moratorium and a nominal 1% interest rate. Edo emphasized we have qualified for the processing just this week to the Board of Directors of the World Bank of a total package of $2.25 billion, of what you can call the closest you can get to a free lunch, virtually a grant. It's for about 10 to 20 years moratorium and about 1% interest. During the 25th Nigeria's Democracy Day Youth Conference in Abuja, Minister of Youth Development, Jamila Ibrahim, urged young people to collaborate with the federal government to achieve the nation's ambition of a $1 trillion economy. According to reports from the News Agency of Nigeria, Ibrahim called on youths to actively participate in shaping the political, economic, and social-cultural landscape of the country by working closely with the ministry and the government. I call on the youths to cooperate with the federal government in growing the economy and building a better society for all. The youth should join hands with the ministry and the government at large to take the lead in the nation's quest to become a $1 trillion economy, Ibrahim stated during her address. She emphasized President Bola Tinubu's administration's commitment to ensuring that youths assume leadership roles across various sectors. Ibrahim assured that this commitment was evidenced by meticulously planned and diligently executed initiatives aimed at youth empowerment. As we celebrate Democracy Day, we also celebrate the dawn of a new era for Nigeria's youth. This day marks a significant milestone in our nation's history, a testament to our enduring spirit and collective resolve to build a democratic society, Ibrahim remarked, highlighting the importance of the occasion. Expressing pride in the nation's democratic journey, Ibrahim reiterated the government's determination to empower the youth and redefine Nigeria's future by creating employment opportunities. She announced the restructuring of the Nigeria Youth Investment Fund effective June 30, aimed at simplifying the process for young entrepreneurs to access funds for innovation and job creation. We are open for advert placements, bookings, and commercials. You can connect with us and watch us on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. And on X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. You can also watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. The African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank, has forecasted an average growth of 3.8% for the African economy in 2024. The projection was revealed in the Economic Outlook Report 2024 launched during the ongoing Afreximbank annual meetings in Nassau, the Bahamas, on Wednesday. This outlook aligns with the International Monetary Fund's expectations for growth in sub-Saharan Africa, indicating a rise from 3.4% in 2023 to 3.8% in 2024, with a further increase to 4.0% in 2025. The report, titled "A Resilient Africa, Delivering Growth in a Turbulent World," anticipates African economies to outpace the global growth forecast of 3.2%. Dr. Yemi Hill, the Group Chief Economist and Managing Director of Research and International Cooperation at Afreximbank, highlighted some global challenges affecting Africa's trade performance, including a 6.3% contraction in 2023, following a 15.9% expansion in 2022. Despite challenges, intra-African trade expanded by 3.2% over the same period, reflecting the continent's economic resilience and the potential benefits of the African Continental Free Trade Area, FTA. The report also identified various risks, including African economies, such as increasing sovereign debt levels, exposure to adverse terms of trade shocks, geopolitical tensions, volatile domestic political environments, high commodity prices, inflationary pressures, and potential food insecurity. However, the outlook remains positive, with expectations of improved macroeconomic indicators in 2024 and 2025, including higher growth rates and decreasing inflation. At the annual meeting, Afreximbank also launched the African Trade Report 2024, titled "Climate Implications of the FTA Implementation." Dr. Kill emphasized that the FTA offers a pathway to achieve developmental goals while addressing climate change concerns. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, in his remarks, highlighted the importance of collaboration for the success of the AFCFTA, envisioning a prosperous future for Africa and the Caribbean through partnership and innovation facilitated by Afreximbank. In May 2024, Inflation is forecasted to surpass 34% due to ongoing increases in the prices of goods and services aggravated by further depreciation of the naira. This projection 0.69% by about 0.31 percentage points reflects the persistent inflationary pressure in Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has responded to this sustained trend by tightening monetary policy, raising its monetary policy rate MPR to 24.75% the previous month. Nigeria's leading investment firms, including Financial Derivatives Company Limited, Afrivest Securities Limited, Vertical Capital Management Limited, Carry Assets Management Limited, and Cardinal Stone Partners Limited, anticipate the continuation of inflationary conditions. These firms project inflation rates ranging from 34% to 34.32% for May. Financial Derivatives Company Limited (FDC) expects headline inflation to rise to 34.32% in May, citing factors such as an increase in money supply and proposed minimum wage reviews. Vertical Capital Management Limited highlights various factors contributing to inflation, including fiscal interventions, higher power tariffs, and recent weakness in the naira, projecting an inflation rate of 34.28%. Cardinal Stone Partners Limited forecasts inflation to print at 34.0% in May, anticipating a potential upside risk to prices due to naira depreciation, but expecting a tapering effect of July onwards. Similarly, Carry Assets Management Limited anticipates a slow rise in headline inflation to around 34% in May 2024, attributing it to ongoing security concerns in food-growing regions, logistic challenges, and infrastructure deficits. On Thursday, the Nigerian equity market rebounded from Tuesday's losses, witnessing a significant gain of 144 billion naira. The positive performance was attributed to the depreciation of stocks such as Nigeria Breweries, Unity Bank, NEM Insurance, and 27 others. Following the Democracy Day holiday on Wednesday, trading closed with the market's capitalization and the all-share index rising by 0.2% to settle at 56.47 trillion naira and 999,832.25 points respectively. Despite the market's recovery, trading activity experienced a decline in volume and value exchange, decreasing by 40.80% and 47.70% respectively to 502.60 million units and 8.65 billion naira. However, the number of deals increased by 20% to 9,686. During the trading session, bullish activity prevailed with 30 gainers and 18 losers recorded. Nigerian Breweries had led the gainers chart with a 10% appreciation, followed by Unity Bank and NEM Insurance, which rose by 9.91% and 9.77% respectively. Conversely, the top losers included EcoBank Transnational, Dar Communications, and C&I Leasing. Zenith Bank emerged as the most traded stock by volume with 71.2 million shares exchanged, followed by AIICO Insurance and Access Holdings. Notably, other indices that appreciated included insurance companies, the banking industry, the pension industry, and the consumer goods industry. The positive performance on Thursday offset the losses incurred on Tuesday, during which the local bourse lost 92.32 billion naira due to declines in several stocks, including National Salt Company, Thomas Wyatt Nigeria, May Baker Nigeria, and 16 others. You're watching ATM Business on Atlantic Television Network. We will be back after this break. Stay tuned.
I don't get a lot. Boy, they won't booga me small. They say, man, give them bribe. I say, nothing. Okay, now, we'll go block later. You remember that contract we will do that time now? They don't pay.
But first, you see the house rent with the old things. We go first call caretaker, take the money, slap am.
Beg, see, you know, say I get annual levy why they pay for club. Where me and boys they shark beer in our house, I supposed pay that one. You remember say me I tell you I go buy you motor. I go buy am na.
Okay, they pay you money now. We don't they beg caretaker? Why would they beg landlord, old man, and they agree give us time? Money can't come now. You won't divert am. You said na corruption. Corruption, not in my house and not in my country.
Sure?
Sure.
Corruption not in my country. This message is brought to you by the Akin Fadeyi Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
What you want to buy?
Potato. Small basket. I want plantain. But why your plantain can't hard like this?
Madam, now the outside hard. Inside there, it is very soft.
Madam, wallahi make her no buy am. Make I show you something. What? What in be this one? Madam, this one now the chemical where they put am for the plantain make her ripe up.
So you dey put chemical for plantain where people go chop?
No water, no be chemical.
Water. You know say Pela I don't talk and say water and not be enemy. Drink am.
Where you collect that water, drink am.
I just stop finish. See my belly. After it don't big. I just stop drink water finish.
Wait, you drink am now. I dey sell am plantain, I go come put am for chemical because I want to make a ripe go. That's why I talk now corruption. Corruption. Not be for this kaswa, come not be for this country. Now me take am.
Corruption not in my country. This message is brought to you by the Akin Fadeyi Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
Kasali, I hope so my car don't ready. I get interview in 30 minutes.
Okay, you don't ready. I just the last minute instruction where you give me yesterday. Now in the cause more delay.
Which instruction?
Maybe now you say make I change the meter, make you no read again.
Which time I make you change meter? Oh, Kasali, why you do like this now? You don't get sense. You don't read the text message. Nobody I want send them to. Like Kasali, my electrician, make you come house, call me do my meter so that you don't go to read again. You the electrician?
You're electrician.
Yes, now.
So you call Kasali electrician, make you come help you adjust your meter, make it for no read again, Abi. So you said you want join people where be say they no want they pay NEPA bill again, Abi. Oga, you know good now. You don't you don't behave like all these stiff people.
Oh, what you change from your motor? What you change from?
Two lights. Fuel gauge. Speedometer.
For what now? You for come over home my motor. I better identify for me.
Okay. Now don't do something we corrupt. And something come backfire. Now go come they find how to dodge them.
What you talk?
They greet you.
Corruption not in my country. This message is brought to you by the Akin Fadeyi Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television.
Welcome back to ATN Business on Atlantic Television Network. Now to the rest of our stories. China is facing a dual weather crisis as severe drought and scorching temperatures in the north contrast with heavy rainfall inundating the south, sparking concerns about food security in the world's second largest economy. The regions responsible for producing significant amounts of rice and wheat are bearing the brunt of these extreme conditions, disrupting crucial spring and summer planting seasons. According to the Ministry of Agriculture, the planting season in some northern and central provinces has been severely affected by drought and heat, with temperatures forecasted to exceed 35 degrees Celsius, 95 degrees Fahrenheit in the coming days. Record-breaking temperatures have been recorded across several regions, with the city of Feiyang in Jiangsu province experiencing its highest ever temperature of 40.2 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, southern China, crucial for rice cultivation, has been grappling with incessant downpours for weeks. The Ministry of Agriculture reported a significant increase in rainfall in these regions, making recommendations to mitigate damage to early rice crops. The heavy rainfall has affected regions like Zhejiang, Fujian, Jingxi, and Hunan, Guangxi, and Guizhou, important manufacturing hubs. Hunan and Jiangxi, major rice producers, are among the hardest hit areas. In response, China's State Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters issued an emergency response warning of flash floods and geological hazards. These weather anomalies are likely linked to seasonal monsoon patterns, which often bring intense rainfall within short periods. The juxtaposition of extreme weather events underscores the challenges facing China's agricultural sector and raises concerns about food production and supply security. Financial analysts have linked the decrease in the value of currency outside banks to the Central Bank of Nigeria's action in tightening the monetary policy rate (MPR) and the ongoing inflationary pressures. According to reports from the CBN, the value of currency outside Nigerian banks experienced a 0.60% decline, falling to 3.61 trillion naira from 3.63 trillion naira in the previous month. The CBN's decision to raise the MPR by 2% to 24.75% in March had a noticeable impact, particularly in April. Analysts pointed out that the MPR hike aimed at curbing inflation and stabilizing the economy directly influenced the amount of currency in circulation. Olaid Banu, a financial analyst, highlighted the interest rate tightening in March and the high number of auctions in the open market operations market as significant factors contributing to the decline in currency value outside banks. He also noted that the absence of settlements for Naira non-deliverable forwards during this period contributed to the decrease. Banu explained that in May, the value of currency in circulation increased due to a substantial settlement of $1.3 billion NDF and the effects of a liquidity trap, where individuals hold onto cash instead of spending or investing. Segun Ogundare, another financial analyst, emphasized that various factors including monetary policy regulations, government spending, disposable income, investment ratio, and inflation played roles in the fluctuations of the currency outside the banking system. He highlighted the need to consider these factors to understand the differences between April and May in terms of currency circulation outside banks. Amazon Web Services, Inc., a subsidiary of Amazon.com, Inc., has announced a $230 million initiative to bolster startups worldwide in developing generative AI applications. This investment aims to assist early-stage companies by offering AWS credits, mentorship, and educational resources to enhance their proficiency in artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies. As part of this commitment, AWS will fund the second cohort of its Generative AI Accelerator program, as stated in a Thursday release on its website. This initiative provides practical guidance and up to $1 million in credits to the top 80 early-stage startups leveraging generative AI to tackle complex challenges. Applications for the AWS Generative AI Accelerator program are currently open and will be accepted until July 19, 2024. Matt Wood, Vice President of Artificial Intelligence Products at AWS, emphasized the significance of this initiative, stating, "With these new efforts, we will help startups launch and scale world-class businesses, providing the building blocks they need to unleash new AI applications that will impact all facets of how the world learns, connects, and does business." Startups can utilize AWS credits to access various AWS technologies, including compute storage, database services, and specialized AI chips such as AWS Trainium and AWS Inferentia 2. These credits also cover Amazon SageMaker, a fully managed service for building and training machine learning models, and Amazon Bedrock, which facilitates the development of generative AI applications securely. The AWS Generative AI Accelerator Program targets early-stage startups addressing challenges in sectors like financial services, healthcare, media, entertainment, business, and climate change. Participants will benefit from sessions on ML performance enhancement, stack optimization, and go-to-market strategies alongside mentorship from industry experts. Selected startups for the second cohort will be announced on September 10, with the program commencing on October 1 at Amazon's Seattle campus. The participating startups will have the opportunity to showcase their solutions to potential investors, customers, partners, and AWS leaders at the 2024 in Las Vegas in December. Jashin Basma, co-founder and COO of Leonardo AI, emphasized AWS's role in scaling their generative AI platform, while Nima Alidels, CEO and co-founder of Vivo Therapeutics, highlighted AWS's technology partner network and expertise in supporting their vision for drug discovery AI models. On Thursday, Apple surpassed Microsoft to claim the title of the most valuable public company in the United States. This shift occurred following announcements made at Apple's annual Worldwide Developers Conference, particularly regarding generative AI features for iPhones, which boosted the company's stock. With Apple's market capitalization closing at approximately $3.29 trillion, it exceeded Microsoft's $3.28 trillion. Apple shares saw a 0.6% increase on Thursday and have risen by 8.8% over the course of the week, while Microsoft shares experienced a 0.1% rise on the same day. This achievement by Apple comes shortly after NVIDIA's ascent on June 5, when it surpassed Apple to claim the position of the second largest public U.S. company. NVIDIA now holds the third spot, trailing behind Microsoft. In a strategic move announced on Monday, Apple disclosed its partnership with OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, to integrate some of its phone's features. While this collaboration is expected to offer significant advantages to Apple, the decision to align with the company and technology still in the process of earning public trust has drawn criticism. Specifically, concerns have been raised about the incorporation of user input into ChatGPT's dataset, potentially posing privacy challenges in the future. Despite potential privacy implications, a substantial investment in AI holds the promise of driving growth in iPhone sales and services over the long term. This is particularly important as users are increasingly delaying service upgrades and economic uncertainty, particularly in China, weighs on consumer spending. Additionally, Apple faces regulatory scrutiny in Washington, adding that another layer of complexity to its strategic decisions. In muted trading on Friday, Asian shares showed a mixed performance following the heightened enthusiasm on Wall Street over artificial intelligence technology, which drove indexes to record highs. Japan's Nikkei 225 surged by 0.7% to 38,999.04 after the Bank of Japan opted to maintain its monetary policy, signaling a gradual withdrawal from its ultra-lax stance by reducing its government bond purchases. Tan Jin-yi from Mizo Bank noted that despite the BOJ's inclination towards tightening, the principle guiding the transition remains gradualism. Meanwhile, Australia's S&P ASX 200 slipped by 0.3% to 7,723.30, and South Korea's Kospi edged up 0.1% to 2,758.21. However, Hong Kong's Hang Seng declined by 0.7% to 17,988.24, while Shanghai Composite fell by 0.2% to 3,021.88. On Thursday, the S&P 500 reached a new high of 5,433.74, up 0.2%, with the Nasdaq Composite also climbed 0.3% to 17,667.56. In contrast, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dipped by 0.2% to 38,647.10. The bond market observed a decline in treasury yields as traders anticipate a slowdown in inflation, potentially leading to interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve later this year. Despite expectations for a rate cut, concerns persist regarding the impact of high interest rates on the economy, particularly in manufacturing. Thursday's reports indicated a rise in unemployment benefit claims, though still historically low. The hope remains for a gradual slowdown in economic growth to alleviate inflationary pressures without precipitating a recession. Companies sensitive to economic strength, such as oil and gas producers and industrial firms, lagged in the market. For instance, Dave & Buster's Entertainment faced a 10.9% decline in its stock after reporting lower than expected profits, citing a challenging macroeconomic environment among other factors. Nevertheless, some companies buoyed by the ongoing frenzy surrounding artificial intelligence technology continue to perform well. Broadcom saw a 12.3% surge after reporting stronger profits, fueled by demand for AI. Tesla also rose by 2.9%, following indications that shareholders were leaning towards approving CEO Elon Musk's pay package, which includes AI research. In the bond market, yields eased with the 10-year Treasury falling to 4.24%. Most Fed officials are eyeing one or two interest rate cuts this year, with traders optimistic about a potential start in September. Elsewhere, U.S. crude fell $78.18 a barrel, while Brent crude dropped to $82.39 a barrel. The U.S. dollar strengthened against the Japanese yen, reaching 157.82 yen from 157.02 yen, while the euro remained relatively stable at $1.0742. Global shares saw a mixed performance on Friday following fresh records on Wall Street, driven by excitement surrounding artificial intelligence technology. In Europe, France's CAC 40 dropped by 1.3%, Germany's DAX slipped 0.5%, and Britain's FTSE 100 fell 0.2%. Meanwhile, futures for the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 were down by 0.5% and 0.2% respectively. In Asian trading, Japan's Nikkei 225 gained 0.2% after the Bank of Japan maintained its monetary policy, closing at 38,814.56. The central bank announced its intention to gradually reduce government bond purchases, signaling a shift away from its ultra-lax